Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 65. Now, it'll have to be ready to go for having a brand new journey after one racing event from Part 64 as a live stream video to be participate in the World GT Series and cleared on menu book number 39. It's been so long by over a year later because main features for the main part of the update is now come to arrive, and this is going to get much more fine. Exactly notice is now going to be go over to be at the used car dealership. After all, because it's been so long to see how longer I've been working so hard to do this part of the full walkthrough to be on the main playlist. So it'll have to get much more better and go moving forward to be moving on after 2 weeks to be currently to be starting out from April 1st through the 14th. So let's have a good check, and it looks like this is going to get much more fine brand new notice. The used car dealership now has a purchasing department, allowing you to sell your cars. Select car valuation service from the top of the screen to take a closer look. Cool, looks like this is going to be quite good and ready up to have some valuation service. Let's have a good check. Hello Hyperion-Blue-GT, welcome to the purchasing department. Here you can appraise and sell the cars in your garage. Please note that our valuations are subject to daily changes and will depend on mileage, tuning, and market trends. Sweet! After one whole year later, all kinds of different valuation is now going to be featured to have all kinds of different currency credits. So you see folks, this also to have a feature to be entered on the car valuation service. Each kinds of percentage is now going up on the green is now currently to be shown on the number of cars I just own. So I had to take a good look because different kinds of prices that I just also to have all kinds of different vehicles, and especially to have some liveries to be on the thumbnail image. So I had to take a good look and go onto the sort, descending, ascending, and mostly to have some different kinds of feature to have some valuation and manufacturer brands to be going forward and down to be extending to be going well descend order. But it also has all kinds of different changes to be well made from yesterday. But it also goes down to be on the red by 4.7% on the A bar 595 SS 1970, 21,260 credits. Okay, well, it'll have to be sure to have the number of selling prices will have to go up before the next day, well, maybe later on. I can't say because it takes so long to have some main progress for myself to have a main part of the journey. So it'll have to get much more valuation to have the number of prices to go higher from exactly over 1 million credit. But after all, because the price on the valuation on the Alfa Romeo 155 2.5 V6 Ti 93 that has 512,750 credits, 1.6% from yesterday. Okay, looks like that might be quite very good, and having a main part of the ability will have to sell any kinds of different vehicles with some currency credit. Variation, valuation, and manufacturer is now going to be having some 3 different types. We'll go descend and ascending order. So let's have a good check on ascending. So it'll have to start out to have some short amount of 1,000 credits. Just like the Honda Fit Hybrid 2014 that has a 5.9% is now being shown on yesterday. 3,190 credits. Well, maybe several GT players might be more likely to have all kinds of different vehicles would be more likely to use. So let's have a good check on the descending, and woo, looks like 1.7% on the McLaren MP4/488. 5,221,290 credits. No matter, this is going to get much more interesting for the main part of the update since November 2022. But I'll have to get down to it because in the meantime, I should probably have to come back at any time whenever I might need to use any kinds of different currency vehicles will be well used to have some number of valuation. So I'm about to go down and start having one car to be sold and adding up with some currency credits. So good thing putting up with some two standard versions on the Nissan Silvia Case Type S S1494, another variation that has to be known as the Nismo 270R, and of course a Total Drama Island Killer Bass livery variation to the same Silvia Case Type S. Different distance that might have to be featured to be set as an appraise. So I'll have to start out and just gonna have to choose this one that has 4,520 miles. Okay, so looks like that might have a very good listed price to have. Today's valuation is 25,450 credits. But it is going to be quite very good to be available to be shown on the green list. So going to be sell one car and wait for the magic to be adding up with some more GT credits. So that's the first time to be selling this car feature for the update, and this is going to be a very good best opportunity. But also just going to have to make sure to check on today's price is going to be exactly to go on a decreased percentage, just like having a 2.8% is now going down low. But the max value was starting out to be at 100,380 credits. So next up for the appraise, same to be exactly to be as usual. But at the time, because today's valuation is going to be at 93,510 credits, but it'll have to be much more great to have a different price amount. So just going to be sure to have this car vehicle to be sold on the listed price. So let's find out, and just to see how the magic works. Last car. Now let's see which kinds of a top speed that has a good total mileage. How about just gonna have to go for only 166 miles on the Nissan Silvia Case Aero S14. Ooh, looks like that might have to be hit down below that has 21,140 credits. So let's have a good check. Same thing as usual. Appraise more, 22,300 credits. But I just gonna have to be sure and go check on the appraise on the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition Group 4. 106,930 credits. I won't sell your car, Hardenik. I know your ride is very much more important indeed. And for the Mitsubishi GTO Twin Turbo, okay, average and valuation from yesterday that has 23,380 credits. Maybe let's just have a good look on the Land Evo X Final Edition 2015. 16,110 credits. And for the Land Evo 5, 4 of them are yellow Land Evo 5s and 1 on the red. Okay, maybe not bad, just gonna have to be having a body valuation on 44,480 GT credits. But total mileage is gonna be exactly 30,621 miles. 44,480. Same goes to be exactly for having the same valuation as of today. Maybe let's have a good check preview. So it turns out now 9,530 credits. Okay, not good enough. Check again, and looks like the price might be go up on 1.6% as from yesterday. Very good high valuable price, so I'll have to hold on to it because just to make sure to get some more currency credits to keep racing some more. So let's just gonna have to keep a good check. Any kinds of new cars are available to be listed on the price. Maybe I should go and purchase the Lamborghini Murcielago LP640 2009. Gonna have to learn more about this most fine popular vehicle since Gran Turismo 5. Even when compared to Lamborghini's other mid-engine V12 models, this Murcielago stands out. It came equipped with a final iteration of the V12 first developed for the legendary Countach. The company's pride in its engine is evident in the name. The LP640 refers to the V12's 631.2 horsepower output. Power is transferred to all 4 tires, ensuring maximum traction and grip when you're ready to get serious. Sweet! Sounds very good, and it's going to be quite very good to be set as a used vehicle to have an available price $332,300 credits. Alright, just going to go and purchase one Murcielago in a used car dealership, add it and register to the car index. Okay, well, after spending all of my currency credits to purchase with some new cars on Brand Central and Legend Car Dealership, good time to have a best moment out there to go over to be on the car valuation service for the first time to be visiting at the used car dealership. So I hope I could probably have to come back at any time. All kinds of different vehicle selection, so I had to keep an eye out because it'll have to go keep collecting with some more cars and go on the main progression to go up in 100%. So let's have a good stop by at the GT Cafe to see what else going on after clear from menu book number 39. There will be some new menu books and extra menus to be served. But good thing that a 10 trophy is now being received to have a very good best first position to be participate from the World GT Series. I see this trophy commemorates your victory at the World GT Series. This award possesses an incredible Dynasium that reminds me of the sculpture by Boccioni. What better prize is there to celebrate your remarkable achievement? Sure is, Luca. This trophy brings a good reminder to be participate from the FIA Gran Turismo World Series. Is now going to be quite very good to have a placement and a good image since Gran Turismo Sport. Now let's go on to have a good check on the extra menu. These extra menu can be completed by collecting cars. Collect 3 and you'll score an award, along with some histories on the cars you collected. There will be different presents and content for each extra menu you complete. Think of it as a helpful resource as you work your way towards becoming a car collector. Awesome! All kinds of different extra menus after clear from menu book number 39. You'll be starting out from extra menu number 1 to have 3 kinds of Toyota 86 and scroll down below to be stopped at extra menu number 19. Ford GT is going to be the stopping point before the next update will be coming up soon. So I hope I could have to take one extra menu card content at a time because all of them are brand new and very good to be acquired and registered to the card index that will have to work your way to become as a serious card collector in the game. For each part of the extra card collection menu, all you might need to do is going to have to keep a good watch reward to receive any kinds of different roulette ticket. Starting out with a 4-star roulette ticket to get these 3 kinds of Toyota 86 cars like the 11, 86 GT, and GR86 RC 2021. Congratulations! You got all 3 cars. This completes your Toyota 86 collection. Once you collected your present, I got some stories to tell you about these cars. Give it away, Luca! This image is so very fantastic to have a fan favorite of the 86 made by Toyota. 4-star roulette ticket is now being received. Now, let's give a good extra menu number 1 on collection, Toyota 86. The Toyota 86 Hachiroku is part of the 3 generations of the company's signature sports car. It all began in 1983 with the historic original models. the 86 Torino, and the Leben. So iconic and born to be as a legendary. The AE86 Corolla Leben and the Sprinter Torino. While the base Corolla and Sprinter were designed as space-efficient FF vehicles, a sporty coupe versions of the Leben and Torino was developed with an FR drivetrain, a first since the 1972 first-gen Leben TE27. Inheriting the rich history of the 88.6 Leben and Torino was the Toyota 86, which went on sale in 2012. This lineage continues with its successor, the GR86. The GR86 was a lightweight and agile car. Thanks to its FR layout, it handled extremely well and welcomed enhancements through aftermarket tuning. Awesome. Very good cutscene and much more heritage to have the 86, 86, and the GR86 for having a 3-car collection is now going for having a jump start. Much obliged, and that's it for having extra menu number 1 to have the 3 cars before extra menu number 2 to have 3 kinds of Honda Civic, Integra, and NSX Type R is now being listed as a good type of heritage to be part of the collection. But speaking of which, if I can't go and take on extra menu number 3 to get the Mazda RX-8 Spirit R is all I need to do to be required. But good thing, just going to be stop by and have a good look on the menu book before leaving the GT Cafe. There are some more events on extra menus will be served from number 40 to number 41 to have all kinds of new events to be served as a bonus. Let's have a good check and go opening up to have Lightweight Cup on menu book number 31. Finish each 3 races is now going to be putting up to have a stamp title to be quite included as well. But don't forget, because there will be some different kinds of rewards, just like the Radical SR3 SL 2013 is now being listed after competing in Lightweight Cup as a bonus menu. But there is Tokyo Expressway, South Clockwise, Autodrome, Loco, Magigore, East and Reverse, and Streets of Willow Springs on Willow Springs International Raceway. I can't say because these new menu books to be listed as bonus that I'm about to be ready up and go, because in the meantime I should go and take on for having a main focus after competing from the World GT Series, which is the World Touring Car Series, by starting out from 600 to 700 and 800. Speaking of which, because I had to be sure and take one stop by to be visiting at the Brand Central to be registered and purchase the Mazda RX-8 Spirit R is now ready up and go for having 1 car to be purchased. So let's go and visiting Mazda. But I can't wait to see how the Spirit R version of the Mazda RX-8 is actually to be turns out, and there it is. 491.22 performance point, drivetrain FR layout, this 54x2 cc, 230 horsepower / 8,000 RPM, 159.1 foot lb / 5,500 RPM. Naturally aspirated is now being typed to have a very good rotary road car. Gonna have to make sure to pause all kinds of 3 different colors that you guys might gonna have to be giving a good title name in it. Gonna have to learn more about the RX-8 as a Spirit R version to be made in 2012. The RX-8 is the last rotary engine sports car from Mazda. Its 4-door, 4-seat layout is unusual for a sports car. This particular model is called the Spirit R, the last of the RX-8s. It's equipped with a 231.8 horsepower naturally aspirated engine that's mated to a 6-speed manual transmission. It's well balanced with space for 4 people. 4 people inside of the Mazda RX-8. Sounds very good and very good, excellent sports car, just like the Mazda RX-7 that have the same Spirit R title. Time to purchase this RX-8 up and go register to the car index, and then just to be sure that I have to be ready up and go for having a post-race event by having one World Touring Car 600 to be raced at Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. So there you go. RX-8 is now registered to the car index, and that makes extra menu number 3 will be set and wait later on. I know how you folks really think that I just spend over 2 weeks is going to be so taking a tough time and go hard work after having 3 rounds for the Nations Cup. However, after taking 6 missions to be currently to go forward on the road to menu book number 39, as I'm about to take on in the Human Comedy, we'll be having 8 missions on 1 hour endurance event. But after all, because I should gonna have to do this right now, but it'll have to be sure to be set on live stream video later on to be set onto the live stream and content video to be served as an encore. Yep. Gonna have to be sure to have 8 missions on Human Comedy will be served to be added onto my memo. So before that, I'm about to go over there and visiting on the world circuits, because all kinds of new events and post-race events is now all together, because the wait is over, because it's about to go major expansion for having one journey in and go forward to be at the start of the brand new journey. So let's go on to Americas. Just going to look around. 2 events is now being added on Sunny Cup Classic, World Touring Car 700 in WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, 3 events on Grand Valley Highway 1, and especially to have 1 event in Willow Springs International Raceway to take on in World Rally Challenge Group B category. So many opportunities after clear from menu book number 39 takes a whole lot of brand new chapters for every Gran Turismo players to be played in GT7. Time for me to go and race on over to be starting out on the World Touring Car 600 in race number 1 in Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. Full course layout, number of laps by 4 by having number of cars on to 16. But especially to have a very good preparation to have a go recommend is going to be using with the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta 2012. But good thing putting up with some settings is now just to be planned and good to go. But regulation is now being eligible to be participate must be suitable to be at 600 or less. But there will be some usual opponents ever since from the championship event, just to be served as a normal event. Other kinds of settings to be on the car restriction, race settings, and penalty settings just to be sure and be on the lookout. This event is restricted to normal cars with 600 pp or less. It's a high-level race series that's all about showing out your skill. Okay, time for me to go and have 1 race for this part of the full walkthrough video segment, folks. The road to the World Touring Car begins right now on the number 600 title. Will have to be raced on number 1 at Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. The pre-race music is about to get much more different, and the championship theme music at the finish line will have to be turns out to becoming much more better and different at this time. So let's proceed, and looks like we got some good familiar faces from the World Touring Car 600 Championship event. It's now ready up and go, and plus to have some Gran Turismo competitors will be shown on the grid standings. 80,000 GT credits to be on the first position, so this is going to be my first time ever in this part of the video segment after menu book number 39. Let's go and have my F12 Berlinetta will be starting out after having 1 attempt for having a practice. So here I go. Let's go forward and enter position number 1 on 4 laps. Good thing using the very good best Grand Tourer car is going to be a best place to start. So, in that case, that if you guys have already seen my content video from the Crew 2, because this one that has the same type of variation and different decals are now being placed on Gran Turismo 7. Good thing my R&D research is going to be quite very good to be test drive and fully well development. Time for me to go and catch up on to the main drivers. Will have to be start out and take on the first lap. Here we have Mikhail Hisal is driving in the Subaru Impreza, is now taking on in 13th position. Gonna have to be sure and keep on racing to stay clean and go forward in a whole new chapter. Time to dive in onto turn 10, slow and steady as it goes. I've been waiting for this baby to see how I can probably feel it to drive and race it on the track rather than on the open road. Perhaps it was used to be quite very good to be titled as a street race discipline for the F12 Berline ENTA. As the 2012 in GT7 is going to be a very good Grand Tourer car that has all kinds of different custom parts, and even to have a low wing spoiler is absolutely have a good different kind of a taste rather than having a carbon fiber. But black color is going to be quite suitable to be served as the lacquerer. But on the inside of the interior view, this looks so stylish and much more beautiful to be driving onto the main open road and track itself. But not to mention because trying out to be tested out on one of the newest tracks since the Dominion Forsberg update. But you know, you guys really know what it is. It's going to be located somewhere around in the Mountain States area of America. But good thing I just overtake R. Haywood in a Lamborghini Huracan. Next up, Jaguar F-Type Coupe driven by K. Konamos. Well, very good pronounced last name from Australia. Gonna have to give it an overtake and take on the left side. That's the ticket. Now gonna have to keep drive onto the chicane in turn 19 and 20. Lap number 1 cleared at the end, and be on the lookout for lap number 2 at the end before the fastest lap is now going checked by the updates. So here I go. Gonna have to make my way and go masterful after the World GT Series for the Group 3 category. And Brady in the Audi R8 4.2 2007 overtake. Next up, Takeda in the Aston Martin DB11 is now entered in the Era Rouge. Slow and steady and be patient, gentle, and make a good push and go forward on the offense. Splendid work after having one attempt of a free time practice until during this part of the video segment we'll do the real deal. Time to roll out. Gonna have to keep a good lookout for only skipping part interruption. Now I have to do is gonna have to keep a good concentration to stay focused on the track and find a good line between me and the Ferrari F12 Berline ENTA. Is all about having a new technique and driving experience after having my promise is now officially complete after clear from the menu book number 39. After all, there will be some more upcoming liveries. Is going to have to get much more started out on the way. And by that time, because my roadmap to my Vision Total Drama fan art project to GT7 continues on by starting out with Total Drama Island, which is the original from 2007. But I know how several Total Drama fans may be more likely to enjoy the reboot this year because new characters, all kinds of different new moments, and especially of course, marshmallows. Marshmallows is absolutely to have a favorite kind of treat to be celebrated in the bonfire ceremony. But I know how it turns out to have all kinds of elimination moments because, well, for example, Scary Girl. She is quite very more scary by the look of her face that she turns out to become much more scarier and she just ends up walking away to say bye to them. But after all, because her real name is Lauren, but mostly other people and fans may call her Scary Girl because she loves to have fun and make everyone get scared of her. but she is a very good new excellent mixture of Gwen and Izzy altogether. Okay, gonna have to get back to it because here's Patrick Blasson and Valerio Gallo. Gonna have to make a patient call. Go enter lap number 3 to have my lap time to be going entered in 2 minutes, 47.226 seconds. Okay, there's Jesus Grillo in the Nissan GTR Nismo, followed by Daniel Suarez in the Alfa Romeo 4C. Gonna have to go entered and finishing on the halfway mark onto lap number 3. Currently, and just gonna have to be much more faster as a UDRS racer to be represented as part of the Insportec racing team. There we go. Gonna have to keep racing and continue on in 3rd position. Alright, so very good. Just to be planned, and just gonna have to go for the fierce competition as race number 1 enters in the World Touring Car 600. So, in the meantime, if I can keep racing to continue on when I'm stopping at Tokyo Expressway to be on the East District along with South Counterclockwise. But high valuable earning is going to be a best place to be here on every Gran Turismo players after I just spent some countless hours on GT Cup Group 3 Edition at Daytona International Speedway. But it takes first step before just going to go forward and beyond to have some high valuable earnings. But it takes 550,000 GT credits for only one race for every 12 laps onto the same area district in Tokyo Expressway in the East Clockwise is very hard work and challenging by having some mixed weather condition. Come on, just going to keep a good pedal to the metal. My F12 Line Enta has a good skill of racing opportunity. Take the right side of the track, overtake Beru Boris in the Mercedes AMG GTR 2017. Okay, perfection, pretty good, and looks like 6.5 seconds to catch up to Igor Fraga in the Toyota Supra RC with a tuned style. This is going to be my perfect battle. Just me and Igor Fraga to have the Grand Tourer car and a Toyota Classic JDM tuner car. This will be the most perfect battle in Gran Turismo history as part of this video. Final lap, here I come, and let's go. We're having a now or never moment. Push forward and go acceleration onto turn 2 to get back onto the Ira Rouge on turn 3 to turn 5. Hold it steady, have that apex to stay on the line. There we go, much better, and go overdrive acceleration to get closer to him in about 3 seconds as turn 7 to be proceed on to turn 6 to enter. Very much obliged. Sector 2 entered. Now it'll have to take much more effort and speed. Hard compound tires still always gets a good vibe checked. Come on, just gonna have to keep a good main turn, push through, and it'll have to make much more high progression to get over for having a same exact performance point limitation. Keep a good hold on the steering wheel. Perfect apex line check. Back to the campus on turn 13. Okay, that's good. Keep at it. Here I come, Igor Fraga. One UDRS Insportec racer is about to go for the battle for first place. Here comes my main cue. Right side and go overtake to take the lead. Yes, that's more like it. One Gran Tourer car mastered in Spa Francorchamps. I hope several Gran Turismo player competitors is going to be quite very good to be much more exactly to go harder and much to be exactly as the usual from the championship event in the same name. Let's proceed on to the final stretch. Here it comes and go podium finish at the finish line. Yeah, first place for Team UTRS Insportec on race number 1 in the World Touring Car 600 on the World Circuit's standard event. Numero uno. One proud Italian Grand Tourer racing machine is good to be well exactly arrive on the gold. But under 11 minutes, but 10 minutes, 57.680 seconds is now checked and cleared by having a fastest lap I took is 2 minutes, 41.656 seconds in lap number 4. Now that's a Grand Touring Car competition indeed. Clean race and exactly to have 120,000 credits to be adding up with 50% bonus is now served as an extra. But by the way, because putting up a new fresh engine and a 3-star roulette ticket is going to be set and achieved before at the end of the day. Good race indeed. Very good race. Now back in competition time to go proceed in the World Circuit. And by that, I'm about to start out and do this part of the ARC video segment onto the full walkthrough in the Road to the World Touring Car Series. But in the meantime, because the replay is going to have to take a good perfect thumbnail image after having one attempt to be served as a free time. But take a good look at my UTRS livery on the F12 Berline Enta, title and well exactly to be referred as a street race discipline. So there you go, looks like it needs to have some thumbnail image just to be seen and much more going exactly to have a fierce cinematic action. That should be good enough. Well, maybe at least a bit, just to be creative, by the way. Okay, looks like there you go. Just to make sure to have some more extra spaces before Season 4 of the exhibition series in the 2022/23 Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup. But good thing I'm just putting up to have 3 live stream content videos to be set as an encore after doing some major attempts. So I hope you guys just see it, by the way, because I just went there and just gonna have to do some rehearsal commentating act. So that makes one event cleared. Only a few more to go on the World Touring Car 600 as I'm about to be on the lookout for proceed on to the next event. But speaking of which, because I have already got everything to be filled out onto my notepad after clear for only one race before moving on to take on in the Nürburgring, Grand Prix track and Tokyo Expressway south counterclockwise on part 66 in the next video. After 66 of the part of the full walkthrough, part 67 is going to be on the East Clockwise. We'll go challenging and 12 laps by the endurance. Perfect time and go farming work for every Gran Turismo players that has a good high valuable earnings. And for that, there is also to have a rallycross layout for having a same series we'll be using with road cars in the all-wheel drive this time. Just you wait, folks, because more events is about to go forward and expand it to see how all kinds of different opportunities and putting up to have some more challenges for every Gran Turismo players like us. This is going to get much more challenging and we're about to go forward and beyond along with some bonus menu book as we're about to go and participate. Okay, let's wrap this up before at the end of the video. So I'll have to be sure if I can go and keep on collecting with some more cars and more events, especially to have some earnings along with the lap time challenges that I just went there. But just gonna have to give some expected delays and arrival for this upcoming content video for my channel, so gonna have to be patient and I'll have to leave it to myself until I'll have to go forward and move on to be proceed in race number 2 and 3 in the World Touring Car 600. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for a notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.